Hey everybody, it's Eric here at Peachtree Classic Cars, and I've got a really special, at least to me, very special Mustang for sale. This is a 1990 Fox Body 5.0 LX 7-Up edition car, and it's the very first Mustang that I ever bought. I bought it back in 2004, I think, from the pastor's wife at the church that we were attending, and she got it from her son, so it was in that family for a while. I owned it for a little less than a year before I moved to Hawaii, and I sold it to my good buddy who is also a pastor, or a ministry leader at least. His name's Bob, and Bob's had this since I sold it to him back in 2005, I think. So he has changed the oil meticulously, fixed all the things, brakes on over the past. He's owned this for the past 20 years or so. So it fires right up. The little airbag light is blinking on. And this has been the most, as these Mustangs are known to be, mechanically reliable car that I've known of a friend to have. I'm going to try and drive it with the manual. And yeah, that was me. Still got that 5.0 power. Shifts through the gears nicely. She needs an alignment. The steering wheel's got just a little bit of play feel to it. And if I was going to drive it, I mean, I could hop in this car. I could keep on driving to Florida right now. Mechanically speaking, it's in fine condition. But to be particular about the way it just feels like it's steering, just like a touch of play, and it really just feels like it needs an alignment. The brakes stop great. Transmission shifts great. I know that the clutch was replaced not too long ago. The tires are about 2 years old and they don't have a lot of miles on them. I'm going to try and see if I can get the service records, but the family who owns this Mustang is in the middle of moving right now, along with a few medical things that they're dealing with as an elderly couple. So I'm not going to promise that I can get the service records from them. Pull over in this little church parking lot, hopefully, and show you guys the car here. But drives, I mean, it really drives so smooth. It's funny that this is my first Mustang, and I have so much temptation to want to buy it back. And then the other thing, though, is that with the business that I've been in now for the past 15 years, I think if I buy a Mustang, I gotta buy a much older one, like the very first year they made them. So this is a 25th anniversary. And I mean, it has got it. It does not take but a touch of the clutch and a touch of the gas to cut the wheels loose. It is so much fun to drive. He said he did have a new exhaust put on it. See, latch there. And this is all original. The engine's never been pulled that I know of. I do know that when I owned it, the air conditioning would stay charged through the summer, and so we always charged it in May. And then of course when Bob bought it, I encouraged him to do the same. Charge it up in May, which is about right now. I love that purr. And then by the time November comes around, it's like it leaked out over the summer. But the AC, the blower blows strong. And the AC, I'm gonna say it like this. It does work if you charge it up. Right now it is not blowing cold. The heater works fine. And like I said, what we've done is, what we were doing, we were going to Walmart and buying the recharge kits there, just once a year doing them. So this is, I think, I don't know what to call it, a Survivor maybe. It's the original paint. When I bought it, it came with the turbine wheels. Of course, like I said, this is over 20 years ago. I immediately sought out some GT wheels, had them powder coated white, and they are still in pretty darn good shape for being 20 years old powder coated. Newer Kumo tires have been put on it, and like I said, they have low miles. He said he had that done about 2 years ago. But I think that the white GT wheels make the 7-Up edition really pop. The body is very straight overall. It's original paint, and so when you get up on it, I mean, it's been driven and enjoyed. I believe it's 175,000 miles on the car. It's got little paint sap that can clean off. There's a scratch there, and the paint looks pretty good. I hit it with a buffer just a little bit to get it to shine up, just on the hood to test it out. But it is original paint, so it's got some rash back here. In fact, that was like that when I bought it from the pastor's wife. I think it looked like the kids had hit it in the garage with a bicycle right there. A few little dents, and then rash at the back underneath the left and right tires from doing donuts. I'll take responsibility from some of that. That was, again, a long time ago. A little scratch here. Faded paint on the top. You can see a little paint imperfections on the top. This is an awesome driver. This is the car that, like, I would get the alignment done. I would put a newer stereo in it because it doesn't have Bluetooth. It has a beautiful tonneau cover that's in great shape. The seats in the back are in original condition, and the grandkids have been riding back here for the past decade or so. The front seats were reupholstered a couple of years after I sold this car to my friend Bob, and so they were redone original style, and they look fantastic. But they are not original. So cruise control does work, horn does work, power top works. I'm going to do that here in a minute. I'm going to put the top up and take pictures of that. It's got the original top. It's got a few little rips on it and stuff, and if you wanted it to look right or brand new looking, you would just want to put a brand new one on it. So that being said, the dash is in great shape. One thing that I love is Bob's always kept this parked in the garage. It's never been parked outside unless it's being traveled with. The carpet is still original. It's got a few little stains in the back. Let's take a look underneath it real quick. Oh yeah, down on the rockers, there's a paint chip there. There's a paint chip here. And then just in general, this just over time, this just, gravel and, road rash being thrown up on it. But that I know of, never seen any rust under here. It's got the newer exhaust system. It's not Flowmaster. It looks like they put like some kind of I can't tell what they put on there. Oh, MagnaFlow? I can't tell. I'll have to take a picture and see. I'm sorry. They're not Flowmasters, but it does look all new. Like a catback system all the way to the back. And actually, let's see. Yeah, it says MagnaFlow on the tips, so that looks like a MagnaFlow exhaust. Sounds great, of course. So really clean and solid up underneath. Of course, the lights work. The windshield wipers work, the turn signals work, all of those things work. And like I was saying earlier, I put a Bluetooth speaker in it, or not speaker, the speakers all work. That's an old Pioneer radio I put in probably back in 2005. So it's a little glitchy, but it still works. But now Bluetooths are so affordable. You can, if you want to put a cheap one in, you can put one in for less than $50, or you can put a nice one in for whatever you're willing to spend. The motors on the rear windows were replaced about 2.5 years ago, and the passenger side one is working fine. The driver's side one is not wanting to work without being helped. So there goes that one. Power windows. Of course, I don't have it turned on, so it'll be a Dutch tweaker just going off the battery, but they work great. That one actually looks like it's working like new. And that can, okay, so I can hear the motor in there trying to work, and it sounds like it's just off track. So that probably wouldn't be too challenging. Sounds like the little window's off track. The power top does work, and it may be just a touch low on hydraulic fluid. It's not unusual for these when you go to push the button that it takes just a second and then it catches and starts going up, same, or back, and then when it goes forward, same thing. So anyways, well, I don't want to run too much longer on this. It's a good video. It drives great. It's a donut machine if you want it to be, but I mean, Bob's been driving it and he's an older guy and he's really not hard on it. He's you know, I mean, he told me he gets on it every once in a while just like anybody else would, but that's probably first time the tires have been cut loose in a long time. Me doing that just now, I had to. So just for nostalgic sake, if anything. So anyways, well, give us a call. Our phone number, my cell phone number is on the ad. PeachtreeClassicCars.com is our website. And, you know, we look forward to hearing from you. This is really cool. This is a great way to get into the Fox body Mustang without spending the crazy money that they're bringing at the auctions. You know, those are the ones, of course, that are like low miles and look like they've never been driven. But this has been driven and enjoyed, and I believe it can be continue to be driven and enjoyed just like it is, and with a few little maintenance things, it'd just be just about like new again, mechanically speaking, as far as the little air conditioning charge goes and an alignment. PeachtreeClassicCars.com. Look forward to hearing from you guys.